Hi, I'm Joe Revita from Empire Music, empiremusic.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're an authorized Gibson dealer. We have tons of great guitars here at Empire. Check out empiremusic.com to see our full inventory of Gibson and everything else. You can chat with us on the site. You can always give us a shout. The big story here is we carry amazing instruments and we do a full professional factory setup. Dial the guitar in exactly to factory specs, exactly how it would come off the line if it was going to an artist, to you. We do almost all of our business online, even though we have a huge retail store. We ship most of the time to you. We dial them in and make sure it's perfect for you. Now, I don't typically do electric guitars because there's much better electric guitars, there's much better guitar players in the shop here to begin with, but there's much better electric guitar players than me, but I love SGs. It was my first real guitar. I had an Alvarez Telecaster knockoff, and I was eyeballing something else and I got surprised by this amazing SG from my folks. And it's always stuck with me. And Gibson just came out with the new SG Standard in the Custom Colors series, which I'm holding this teal, which is absolutely gorgeous. You can see like the silver behind me. I think it's silver mist, TV yellow, the blue, like it's a Pelham burst. Really, really amazing colors. So you can see them already at empiremusic.com. Give us a shout. We'll get you dialed in. I want to show the guitar off today because what's really great about SGs is while they're often, to me, it's like every time I see one, they're always kind of played like everyone thinks AC/DC right away, which is awesome. And definitely a guitar made famous, famous-er by Angus Young. There's a lot of versatility in these, and that's why I love it. What's really cool about the build of this guitar, it's USA made, obviously, in Tennessee. It's a lacquer finish on all mahogany body, mahogany neck. You can see this Standard, which is part of the Modern series, has a set of Grovers on it. So the Grover Rotomatics great tuners. What they call a rounded neck shape. What's really cool about the neck shape is the 61s have a slim taper, it's kind of a skinny neck. And that guitar feels really good too. What I like about this is the slim taper almost kind of feels almost like a little really tapered, like really tapered. This has a little bit more meat to it, while not bulky. You know, it's not over the top. It's not like a chunky neck. I don't really love like fat necks. That this would not qualify for that. It's just a little bit deeper. I think it feels a little bit more natural. Rosewood fingerboard. What I really think about with SGs is the mahogany body, the set neck with meets at the 19th fret, a long tenon, so a lot of contact here, allowing for a ton of sustain and a lot of tone out of like a guitar, essentially a plank, right? It's not carved like a Les Paul where you have all this extra wood to draw tone out of, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's really a pretty impressive design for kind of like the shape of the guitar to get as much tone and fullness out of it. At the sole of the guitar are the pickups, which are an Alnico 2 490 set, the T and the R, treble and rhythm. What's cool about this pickup is when it was introduced by Gibson initially, it was a time when amplifiers were starting to become a higher wattage and they needed more output. So this pickup came into the market, and it's also Gibson's first introduction to a 4-conductor pickup, which means that you can easily coil tap it if you want. So if you want to add coil taps to the tone knobs, you could easily drop in new tone pots. We can help you out with that here if you want to make that mod and split the coil. So if you'd wanted to have that opportunity, you can do that because it's 4-conductor. Also, they're wax dipped. What's really interesting is the original pickups have a ton of microphonic sound to it. You can hear it in a lot of live recordings. Pickups are kind of chirpy, which adds to their like lure and their legend, of course. But when you're recording and you're playing live, a lot of times that's something that you couldn't control. It was like microphonic sounds. That wax dipping eliminated that space in there and took care of it. So all of that stuff here holds true. Set tailpiece, obviously, super adjustable with the adjustable bridge, so you can really dial in your intonation and everything. So what I love about this guitar is there's kind of two stories to it, right? There's the gain story, which is kind of how we hear the guitar distorted, really like kind of like a nasty sounding guitar, right? It's like really in your face, really aggressive. I'm using a Electro Harmonix Park Fuzz on this. It's just like really soupy and just kind of like really bitey. The bridge pickups, just tons of chime to it, rip through any mix so you can be heard. And then the neck pickup is kind of full and fat. But then you go to the clean side, the guitar is like surprisingly kind of smart sounding. It's just like the treble is real kind of bell-like, and it's just really offers a lot of punch, but defined and full. It doesn't sound like tinny. And then the neck pickup gives you a fullness, but it's not as fat as Les Paul, so you kind of get that intermediate option. So I just want to kind of go through a couple of the settings with clean and distortion so you could hear it. And let's do that now. We'll just stay with the gain. We're going to just stay in the bridge position, and we'll go up to the neck, and we'll combine the two pickups to see what you think. We'll go from there. So this is just your bridge position with some gain. First thing I hope you notice, tons of note separation. Even though a fuzz, which is a very, very saturated pedal, you hear tons of clarity. This guitar is really, really transparent, and that's something I love about it. Even when it's super gainy and distorted, you can hear everything breathe. Just sounds great. I mean, tons of clarity all the way through top to bottom. When you come up to the neck pickup, obviously you're gonna get kind of a soupier type of tone, so let's check it out. You can easily hear kind of like that extra growl out of the bridge, whereas the body and the neck pick is like really full, but still like you get your note separation. The body allows for it to stay clean sounding. You know, we go to the actual clean tones of the guitar. I'm starting the bridge again, and I love how guitar tones are always glassy or whatever you like. I just love the clarity, but I just still really think it has a lot of character. It just doesn't sound just so brash that it's unusable. So let's check it out. I mean, just really just beautiful. I mean, I don't think you think of these guitars as great, clean sounding guitars. I was talking to the customer the other day and like, can you do a ballad on this? And it was funny because they were playing like all Flying V's and Explorers and SGs. And I didn't really peg them as ballad guy, but this guitar absolutely can do like classic clean tones for sure. When you get up to the neck pickup, you just get a little bit more body, of course. Just a really amazingly versatile guitar that you might not think is versatile. I love Gibson SGs across the board. This is the brand new Gibson SG Standard, part of the Custom Color series from Gibson. You can see our entire collection of Gibson guitars right at empiremusic.com. Give us a call, 412-343-5299. We have a chat right on the site. You can talk to us. Obviously, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you on the phone. You can always reach me at joe@empiremusic.com. Get you fixed up with the best Gibson for you. Make sure we give you the full pro setup to factory spec, which we're really, really proud of. We work really hard to make great guitars even greater and get them out the door to you. Again, I'm Joe from Empire Music, empiremusic.com. Please check out our YouTube channel and subscribe if you would like. This is the Gibson SG Standard, part of the new Custom Color series from Gibson. Thanks for watching.